What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. And let's talk about the running back position for the Detroit Lions, and how big of a need is that position. And we know Kerryon Johnson is going to be that guy. But they're looking, to have a two-back system, with Kerryon Johnson. I think, already know LeGarrette Blount won't be back with the Lions. If you didn't know, he won't be back. Theo Reddick is on the chopping block as well. So right now, if they don't get rid of Reddick, it'll be Reddick, Zinner, and, Kerryon Johnson. And, they may be looking to bring in another running back. And let's talk about via free agency right now. You got some names out there. You got a few names here. Mark Ingram, Tevin Coleman, C.J. Anderson, Jay Ajayi. Also got Le'Veon Bell out there. Spencer Ware, T.J. Yeldon, Buck Allen from the Baltimore Ravens, Peyton Barber, Alex Collins for the Ravens, Benny Cunningham for Chicago, Corey Grant, Jacksonville, Alfred Morris from the 49ers, Ty Montgomery from Baltimore, used to play up in Green Bay, and got a few other guys there. Darren Sproles is out there as well. Balil Powell from the Jets, Adrian Peterson, Latavius Murray from the Ravens, Doug Martin from Oakland, Marshawn Lynch from Oakland. Kareem Hunter's already got picked up. Frank Gore's out there. Mike Davis from Seattle is out there. Alfred Blue from Houston is out there. So we pretty much named, pretty much all the major guys that's out there. And if the Lions were to go to free agent route, it'd be interesting. I think Jay Ajayi is one that pops off the screen. Now, we already talked about Le'Veon Bell, so I'm not going to spend extended time and being redundant talk about Le'Veon Bell. But, before we get into talk about the guys that we got in hand, we'll talk about Bell a little bit as well, too, but not a lot. What are the Lions looking for from a counterpart to Kerryon Johnson? What are they looking for a running mate? And in my opinion, a running mate with Kerryon Johnson is either going to be a powerful back, which I think Zach Zinner can carry the load. Between him and Kerryon Johnson, they can pick up short yardage. For me, I think they need speed. And we talked about that all offseason so far. Speed. Just talked about that in the Landon Collins video. The Lions need speed. They need a home run hitting running back. Jay Ajayi can take it to the house, and Tevin Coleman can take it to the house. They need a running back that can get to point A to point Z like that. They need an explosive running back that can take it to the house. And that's what we're looking at. We need explosion. We need speed out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to have a banger like C.J. Anderson or Mark Ingram or guys like that. They need a blazer. They need a speedster that can home run hit. They ain't got that. Kerryon Johnson, he a glider. He more like Le'Veon. They not big home run hitters. He need a speed guy. Now, people look at Le'Veon Bell's body, said he got long limbs, long torso, long arms. But he a power runner, man, that just so happened to glide. He get yards at the contact. He can catch it out the backfield. He is Le'Veon Bell as far as the prototype, as far as how he built and how his style is. They need a burner to go with Le'Veon. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with Kerryon. They need a burner. Tevin Coleman and Jay Ajayi, I think, are the two guys. Jay Ajayi is a guy that's close, that's like in the middle. He can take it to the house, but he's known for getting yards in the trenches as well. He's a balance back. He would be the balance between Johnson and Zinner. You know what I'm saying? He can get short yards, but he's really known for really, going through the trenches and being able to break off runs. I seen him break quite a few runs in Boise. And when he was in Miami, he had a good year. He a tough, hard-nosed runner. He seemed not to be the every down running back, that they thought he could be in Miami, but his body started to break down injuries. He got injured again in Philly. But he'd be a good mixed back. He kind of favored Kerryon, can break away just like Kerryon a little bit more. But he'd be like the balanced back that they'd be looking to bring in. Won't break the bank, ain't gonna get no huge payday. And running backs usually on the resale market, free agent market, they don't get huge paydays like that unless, you don't see a Zeke Elliott in his prime or Le'Veon in his prime, which is the exception this year, get out there to free agency because they too hard to find. Every down running backs, you know what I'm saying, workhorse running backs are so scarce in the NFL right now, you know what I'm saying, very, very scarce. So They hard to find. They hard to come by. But let's talk about Le'Veon Bell. Like I said before, I did a video about Le'Veon and Kerryon Johnson be a good duo. They favor each other. You can line them up with each other. They can line up, play receiver. They can catch it out the backfield, running in tackles. I think Kerryon at this point in his career is a little bit more explosive and more of a home run breaker, than Le'Veon. So that'd be a good tandem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him. We want to go cheaper. Jay Ajayi. Also, we could talk about Tevin Coleman is another guy that's a burner. Could really break it off in Atlanta. He was good pairing with Devontae Freeman. Freeman was more the inside guy. Tevin Coleman was more the slasher. And could break home run breaking guy. Good speed. He's rated high in most free agency rankings, man. So really, it might break the bank to get Tevin Coleman. You know what I'm saying? But elusive back, fast back, ton of speed. Be a great fit for Kerryon Johnson, in my opinion. Be an excellent fit. You got, Zach Zenner that can bang up in the inside and got some good speed as well, some good agility, for Zenner. Then you got Kerryon who can carry the load and slash and run between the tackles and catch. And then you can have Tevin Coleman who can take it to the house. So, that'd be a nice little mix. And C.J. Anderson, nice banger up in the middle. I think it was an anomaly what he did with the Rams. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else and do what he did. That was a product of that system, respecting Jared Goff arm, respecting Brandon Cook, respecting, Robert Woods, and respecting the whole offense. You know what I'm saying? He just, he pretty much benefited from the offense around him. It was the right fit, but I don't think he's going to come here and light the world on fire. I would just rather roll with Zach Zenner than pay him above market value to go in here and try to emulate what he did in L.A. I don't think that's going to happen. Mark Ingram, good running back, was from Flint. Daddy played with the Dolphins. A lot of people want him because he's from Michigan, Heisman Trophy winner. He can break it off a little bit too. He don't have exceptional speed. He kind of more towards the C.J. Anderson thing, bring it up in the inside, soften him up in the inside. But like I said before, I like Ingram. Good running back. Loved him at Alabama. Loved him in New Orleans. But the Lions need speed. They need a home run breaker in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody that can break it off and get from point A to Z. And that's what they should be looking at. Now, as far as my whole synopsis on them in a free agency, I wouldn't mess with none of them backs in free agency, in my opinion. Tevin Coleman, at the right price, I like him the best because of the speed aspect. But he gonna run the checkup in the free agency. I'm telling you, he gonna get paid. In my opinion, I would like to see them go in the draft. Alabama got a pair of running backs. Evander Holyfield's son coming out of Georgia. I think it's more value in the draft. It may be more value if you know how to evaluate. You get a running back in the 5th, 6th round or undrafted like Phillip Lindsay last year. But I like to see them draft a running back. I know people saying, Lions ain't got that many draft picks or it ain't that many fits they need to deal with a free agency, but they can make a lot of things happen, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They can get a pass rusher in free agency. They can get a middle linebacker in free agency. You know what I'm saying? They can get a good cornerback on the low for Bradley Roby in free agency. You know what I'm saying? They can take care of their defensive woes, mostly in free agency, and worry about the other woes they got, like offensive lineman, tight end, running back in the draft. You don't have to go running back first 2, 3, 4 rounds. You can find one in the 5th, 6th round. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking for a starter. You're pretty much looking for a guy that fit who you want to, be the running mate with Kerryon and Zach Zenner. You know what I'm saying? So we're not looking at a case that we want the best running back out there. We want the best fit that the Lions, want. I want a fast running back that can complement Kerryon Johnson, banging and slashing, and a guy that can just take it to the house. But those guys are a dime a dozen. Most of the super fast athletes, they can't break tackles and they not elusive. It's hard that you find those type of running backs that can really, break loose. But it's my opinion. If I had to take one, it would be Tevin Coleman for the fit, but I also like Jay Ajayi if he can stay healthy. But, hey, it's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think about the whole running back situation. Where does it lie on the Lions need list? And don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach out to the email as well if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video requests. I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Just keep looking out for us, man. Keep sharing the videos. We're going to keep putting it down the best way we can. And don't forget, you can check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. Talk a lot of sports over there, music, entertainment,